Madam President, you know what is called absolution? My Catholic friend used the Lenten season a while ago. Well, we're in the Lenten season. I will tell you. You see, this government, you only put absolution. This whole Lenten season, my recommendation is that you have to go and fast and pray. This entire Lenten season for forgiveness from the public obstitution. And I'm not even sure if that will help you.
Take 17, 17, 17. Minus 11, 11, 11. You are left with what? 6, 6, 6.
Madam President, you know what is called absolution? My Catholic friend used the Lenten season a while ago. Well, we're in the Lenten season. I will tell you. You see, this government, you only put absolution. This whole Lenten season, my recommendation is that you have to go and fast and pray. This entire Lenten season for forgiveness from the public obstitution. And I'm not even sure if that will help you.
Take 17, 17, 17. Minus 11, 11, 11. You are left with what? 6, 6, 6.
Madam President, you know what is called absolution? My Catholic friend used the Lenten season a while ago. Well, we're in the Lenten season. I will tell you. You see, this government, you only put absolution. This whole Lenten season, my recommendation is that you have to go and fast and pray. This entire Lenten season for forgiveness from the public obstitution. And I'm not
Well, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to
co-pilot your every.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. You know, sometimes it takes a while for the numbers to go up. Sometimes a lot of activities are going on. But what I can tell you for sure today, you see, I want to explain a few things to a lot of you all out there. And I want you all to understand something. Perception is not reality. And all of us, including myself, it is something that has to be trained. That we understand our perceptions may be wrong. What we think, we can see, we can hear, and it clogs our minds. It clogs our minds to make us think what we are seeing is what it is. It is something you have to study. It is something you have to train yourself. It don't happen like that. Now, what I have seen, and based on my analogies, I have noticed that Richard Frederick is concerned. Richard Frederick is concerned about his seat. He's concerned about the truth coming out. He's a very concerned person. Because what he has done using Shelton. Now, first of all, let me say something about Shelton Daniel. Shelton Daniel, I understand his stance. I think he's typically an honest person. So I have to say that. We raise our Jehovah's Witnesses. and we have some core beliefs that Shelton knows I have and he has. So I don't think Shelton is there just to spread propaganda or anything of that nature. But what I can tell you, Shelton is working for the Labour Party, which is obvious. What's his name? Timothy himself is also working for the UWP, even though they don't pay him. But there are things that are obvious. They have to influence, they have to draw you and try to persuade you that the United Workers' Party is better than the Labour Party. Shelton Daniel has to try to do that to you. But you as an individual must look into things and see what makes sense. Everything has a motive. Everything has a motive. I have my motivation for doing my Facebook. People may not know what it is. People may not understand it. Everything, when you study psychology, when you study human beings, everyone has a motive. Now, with Richard Frederick trying to push the agenda, but I know they're referring to me when they say Alan Chastnut paying somebody, because that's the word. You know the word spread. Like, but they're not going to say KKR Chastnut. But Shelton comes out and say, so they come in and say about Richard Frederick. Richard Frederick is very convincing. And I have lived with people like Richard Frederick. Richard is a narcissist. And I'm going to tell you that with impunity. Richard, I have heard things I know. I personally know. I've heard Richard say he didn't do it or he has nothing to do with it. And I know for a fact he has done it. And that is referring to some of my family members too. I know they do it, but they're going to say they didn't do it. So when Richard Frederick come and tell you they paid people to come after him to say things about him, that is to gain sympathy for you. Richard has sympathy for no one. Richard Frederick has sympathy for no one. Shelton knows it, but he's doing his political stuff. I respect Shelton. You bagay mate kotan about Shelton. When I looked at him today, mahab si put a jacket amun jacket ade me ko turtle ninja. Mahab ko go jacket. But apart from that, his honesty, I always understand political things. Some people will just be honest, but I respect him. That's his job, to try to persuade you that Richard Frederick is that good character. Richard Frederick, the amount of people's life that Richard Frederick has affected, the amount of lives that this man, now he have done things good for people too. But you cannot come there and try to cry for this man. Do not come there and cry for Richard Frederick, because I come here and say things that are obvious because I'm supporting the United Workers' Party. I am 100% supporting the United Workers' Party, which I don't even think right now is the best thing because of all the threats and all the chaos that comes with it. People like Vernet Van Comba and Angel Brett, all these people, because you can see, they have, that's their livelihood. And it is something that you have to really, really be strong to deal with. See that politics? You have to have a strong back to really deal with that politics. Because they're going to go at your family, your children, your mother, your father. When Angel Brett and Vernet Van Comba, you have two more. Because Vernet have been matching. Something can happen to me in the future. But you can see the hatred in that. I don't see Shelton with that hatred. I can give him that. I see Shelton is someone who supports his party. He supports his party, and I understand that. Like Timothy Polio, he does not have hatred. These two people, they are very different from the regular culprits of the Labour Party and the UWP, because UWP have some crazy people too. But when you go after people like that, Shelton, I think he's doing things. And now listen, I heard he said something today, which is very strange. That he's asking the people, Richard Frederick friends, to come and support him. And and he's telling them that, okay, he kind of agreed with them when they had revoked Richard Frederick's visa, that these leaders from Ansler Ray, all these people, they stayed away from Richard Frederick. He said he understand that, but now that Richard Frederick gets the visa back, they should. But you have to understand, being innocent, even Vibes Cartel, that was released from prison today, he's a musician and we like him. But in the back of our mind, we know this motherfucker killed these people. We believe that. We know OJ. We believe OJ did it. So those ministers, especially Kenny Anthony, Richard Frederick, okay? Let's be realistic about that. Kenny Anthony will never be Richard Frederick's friend because he knows the depth of what went on. Now, there may never be a conviction of anything, but people know. We just know it's in Russia. Like it or not, we just know, okay? We just know. So Shelton Daniel, when you are begging the ministers, this is not something you as a political pundit, you're not the one. You can see there's a problem with Richard Frederick, how his own ministers perceive him. You're just a pundit, right? You're just somebody helping out. Why is it that you need to beg the ministers to come and support Richard Frederick, come on, because he gets his visa back? Does that make sense? These people, I believe they are in the cabinet with Richard Frederick. They are in the government with Richard Frederick. So obviously they know Richard Frederick more than you. So if they cannot voluntarily come and support him, why would you tell them, come and support Richard Frederick? It's obviously Richard Frederick Floors are in a very, very bad position. The people do not want to be seen associating with Richard Frederick. Why is that? Why are they not wanting voluntarily to come and associate with him? There may not be any concrete evidence, but things are there. Like you all are making assumptions on Chasney, you all are making assumptions on Guy, you are making assumptions on many people. But we know Shelton. And let me show you the narcissistic behavior of Richard Frederick. Richard Frederick has one of the most popular shows. He has his website. He has his numbers. He has his Facebook page. Most of the UW Labour people will say, share Richard, share Richard. All this thing trying to get. Richard Frederick never shared you, Shelton Daniel. Have you ever seen, can I help you, and shared your stuff? Have you ever seen shared Lisa Beautiful? Have you ever seen share it when you have your shows to boost your shows? He's about himself. Richard wants, it is something that I have studied. And his narcissistic ways is about Richard. No matter what you say, he wants everybody to love him. He wants everybody to come to him, okay? He makes assumption. Oh, those that talk about me, they fall. Listen, it doesn't matter. People, we are human beings. People go through things in life, just like Richard a passé plus bagarre la vie, passé personne. Shelton ou a passé. Everybody pass things in life. But the fact is, you come there and try to uplift Richard, making Richard look like what he's not. Okay? He's not the person you try to. Listen, I've got my family too. But I'm not gonna support my father like blind lady, like some of my brothers. But because they benefit from him. Whatever he does is okay. That's not how life's supposed to be. Nobody, no children, no wife, no friend, no anybody will make me talk blindly to them. So you, Shelton Daniel, I know you're doing your job, but don't come there as if I'm trying to insinuate they pay KK around. Let me tell you something. I've been getting paid from Facebook from 2020. Okay? I make my comedy, I do my politics, but I am free as a person. I can guarantee you I have not talked to Chasney. He also says Chasney paying sending money for me to. I have not said a word to Alan Chasney. I have not called Alan Chasney. I never spoke. Richard will come and put things. You wonder why. Why do you wonder why I don't support you anymore? when you never wonder why, when I was supporting you, I left you, Labor, and come to you. There was nothing to do with money, and they have never been to do with money. I was a comedian making my money, doing my little shows, and Lincoln told me come and support these people. I supported them with just blindly. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Then Dismas, who's passionate about labor, he come. I got no problem with Richard, like in a personal level, but I can show you his flaws. He's a hypocrite. Shelton coming and talk about Dax just have a back. Just have a back. There's always been a back. Don't come and try to fool the people of St. Lucia, Shelton Daniel. No, we're not fighting because we are Jehovah's Witnesses. We have to go to the elders so they can talk to us so we can have Mafia disfellowship work, Shelton. Because your disfellowship no Pasabali. But I'm giving you all the facts. It's not just a bar. Dax is getting a building done. He's getting loans like crazy these days. Dexter is driving truck, doing this, doing that. They build a new place for the minister. Dax, it is, and listen, I'm not saying that it is not also the same in UWB. I never investigated it because I was just listening to Richard and what y'all were saying. But the fact remains that your punk guy Joseph, morning, noon, and night about what's his friend Mangale Miguel Macon at night. You're punk him. And you're doing the exact same thing. And then you come and say, oh, who job bless? Jabaka, and China said, they Mookie bless up. Said, they Mookie bless up. Richard, if job bless you, it's God. But anyway, y'all don't even believe in God. So don't come and say, who job bless? Because my son, my Shimon, my son, say, demu. And you got the God. So cut this crap up. Shelton, you're Jehovah's Witness. And you know, what's his name? Richard is not in a line with Christian values. Although you may have backslided yourself, but you have that core teaching. We learn from Jehovah's Witnesses. We've been house to house. You have a pocham pisa no. So I understand politically, I'm not going to tell you don't do it. That's your party. But don't feel like you really truly coming from your heart that Richard Bon. You serve Richard Babo. Who serve Richard Babo? Pa vini di mo Richard Bon. La pani tema mo hawa la vi mo gimo. Gira Cherry Bon. This must cut it bon, Linux the bon. With Roger Stevens. I'm not mamun. Pat na mamun gimo ato ate bon desa. So don't come and tell me about Richard. Oh, they're going after Richard. The people that are saying that, if you had to know, the people, Richard fire people. Richard moves things wrong so that he can be in a position like people can do things for him. So nobody knows. And I need to ask you a question because I'm still gonna try to confirm that. Because I'm pretty much sure Richard was in Panama. But you know what? Perception may not be reality. So I'm going to reverse that in my mind. But I'm still going to look into that. But one thing I'm going to tell you, if he wasn't in Panama, why did he send the people that are just working in housing? Are they representing St. Lucia? What the people in housing went and do in Panama? Did he explain that to us? Because now we went to Guyana and in official business, Shelton Lakadi, oh, he went to Guyana, he'll be back on Monday. Why was this thing so shit then in Panama? Why was these people that he sent to Panama? I don't know. I'm asking. Why was it so shit? Why was it so shit? You tell me. It may not be nefarious like I'm thinking, but who, those people guide us, what is he? I thought Dax was the attaché. What is Didas? The one that work with money everywhere. What is he doing? What exactly? He and the 8 people that went there. When we make sure Richard Padilla, I have to double check that because let me check my record. But if he wasn't there, I'm just asking, what did they go on to there? Why was it a secret? Why wouldn't he explain to us? He just talked to you very quickly. Oh, I was in Panama. We sent some housing ministers that's happening. But he emphasized on that Trinidadian thing, on that Guyana thing he's in there. Because he's doing legal stuff. It is very transparent. But the one in Panama, you even nobody would know if in case he himself did not go. The rest of the people that went, nobody knows. Nobody in St. Lucia knows, except KKRO. Mamem go Shasnesa. Shasne Basa Bradley Basa. Mamem Guy Mogwakisa. So do not come with that hypocrisy. Nobody hates Richard. As a matter of fact, Simwe Richard, Paleme Richard. See, if but I'm not, I don't hate people. I said more about Chastity, but I'm look at when I look at things, politics is something you can decide what you want to do. But when I notice things, I do things. I notice that Richard Frederick is enriching himself. And don't tell me he's just a little bad at that time. You know better than that, Shelton. It's not coming from your heart. It's coming from your mouth. And I understand that you have to do that. So stop this nonsense about nobody's getting nothing. Go and check the bank accounts. Go and check the registry. Go and check the land paper. They have some land that they bought. Go and look. Who's the lawyer that signed it? There's so much stuff about these guys that you see, politics, other than you don't have the documents, huh? And Richard can say whatever you want, or you can say whatever you want. Now, in terms of he not going to Panama, which I'm not going to say I'm sure, because as I say, perception. But this is something that's very easily confirmed, because they would have seen if he go on the plane on the airport. So if he said he didn't go, well, I don't think, although he will lie to your teeth, Mr. Ramati do vão. Mr. Ramati do vão. But at the same time, there's where you can collaborate this. You can see if he actually went on the plane with the people, if they even noticed them go. I don't know. But the people that he said that sent, you can know if he went with them. It's very easy to know. But some people will just let that go and he just said, because, people twist things around. But I'm telling you, St. Lucians, one of the things I'm going to tell you tonight, Dave, because I have confidence and I know that Alan Shastney, Guy Joseph, nobody in this party ever gave me $1. Although I know it's not necessary to do that, I'm going to stop politics for you all for about a month or two. Let any one of them that can control me tell me to go and do politics. Okay? But that doesn't mean I'm going to let you all off the hook. I'll come back with venom when I come back. But anyway, I've already shown you all my statement. I get a check from Facebook. The more I do KKR, the more I get my check. The more they do entertainment. So I can do all different things on my platform. And that's why I don't even fight with people like Nokito, because he monetizes his page too. So I know Nokito Nibu for sure. I'm not that ignorant guy to think, but whatever will bring people, that's what he has to do. So I have understand the concept of it. So I don't go behind him and I don't listen to nobody. People come and tell me little things. And I'll tell them, don't tell me. But one thing I can tell you all, this country, St. Lucia, it is going down the drain. And Shelton is saying today that the crime went down in March, right? But and he is saying they need to find out why this didn't happen in March. Was it because of the Lenten season? Was it because... But Nancy Teza dit autres besoin absolution. What has happened in St. Lucia for the last year? And Kelton said to Doc, I made that statement before. Shelton is saying they need to have database to check this. They did that. They have records. But everybody, even the people in the US who try to analyze the crime pattern in St. Lucia, they cannot figure it out. It's an anomaly. Could it be because of Richard 666? Could it be because is Richard really telling the truth? Was this all done for witchcraft? If witchcraft is involved, a lot of things doesn't happen. Sometimes you may think, why this happened? How did this happen? How did this man do this? There's a lot of mysteries going on in the island of St. Lucia. If you already thought that it wasn't true, that these things are happening, why is it you go out and wooze a place and a man passing with a smoke thing and this and that? So it's actually on the island of St. Lucia. So when you come with your thing saying they're already taking record, they just cannot figure that shit out. The only thing you all need is absolution, according to Nancy. You all need to check yourself. Right now, you all notice, and I'm telling you that obviously Philip Chip, you're not going to have an election now. If they were to have an election right now, this moment, Labour could never win this election. Numbers don't lie. if they had an election today, just champagne. Champagne de gagné 2020, moi champagne ni comme moun gave okay? The numbers are growing for the UWP people. The UWP people, the numbers are growing. The people are more siding to them. I'm not gonna say Richard will lose his seat or he must lose his seat, but you can see the pressure. And now Shelton telling people in the call, say how Richard did for them. Call. He may have done for 2 or 3 people. Dexter, some other woman, somebody. They'll call. But the majority of people already see Richard is about himself. This man is about himself and himself alone. Simple as that. He does not care about anybody. Now, he'll go and do a little work here and there, but the majority of the money might get a kickback from his friends. He might get something from somebody. He got $10 million. Who's gonna tell me? Those 2, Shelton said, oh, they make some little houses. People against it. They are small houses. This house in the whole of forest here, Sarah, over Yotikai, that house is not even worth a good $5,000. And you're gonna come and say you also use that money wisely? It's even, let me tell you something. Richard, I was asking money without going through Philip J. Pierre. I'm telling you, Philip J. Pierre knows him. Philip J. Pierre knows him. You say I don't give Philip J. Pierre too much power. I don't like the way the country's run. But Philip J. Pierre why you Shelton? Why do you have to beg for them to come and support Richard Frederick? Why are they not coming voluntarily? I volunteered to help Chasney because I believe you all lied to me. No matter what you all say. Chasney never talked to me. I never take money from Chasney. And I keep on telling you all from in the beginning what happened with me and Chasney, the promotion. So Lincoln Pascal, I'm telling you, it's the truth. Always tell, Lincoln helps a lot of people. So if you have issues, but they say, like if you have a medical issue, Lincoln will help you. So a lot of people come to Lincoln. And Lincoln always let me talk to them. I talk to Bradley. I talk to all these people that come to Lincoln. And he always said, I don't have to pay me say. This is the only conversation that I've ever had in terms of money with these people. Is Lincoln Itushukadisa. That's what I'm pay around. I'll help you all. That is it. But I've showed you where I'm making my money. I don't know if you all will see me talking that crap. You see Chasney will send, what is 2,000 US? You see Chasney will send me $5,000 a month. You see Chasney will send me that money. Put something in your brains. Think logically. The only thing I said, if I'm paying my money to boost something for you, you have to refund me. If I'm just talking like that, I'm telling you what these people are doing. You don't need to pay me. But if I'm going to promote my page, boost my page with my money to make your ass win a party, pay me like the same thing I tell Richard. And I have text from him. He tell me, hold on. Tell my text. But Richard, no, he's paying people. I know the hypocrisy. Chasney never pay me. But Richard, no, he pays people. Richard, you pay people. And based on your text, in so many words, you were going to pay me. But I told you it's not for me. I told you pay the people. And the text there, I text him. I said, Richard, the people of St. Lucia that helped you, they are having issues. They are your foot soldiers. Because in Soufriere, I get this from quick guns. People who come and stayed in Soufriere. They left America. They come and support the campaign for Emma. Is it Emma and Tiema? Supported this campaign. And up to now, these people are not getting nothing. Now, if you don't pay them, then you can say you don't have to pay them. Richard tell me the people are too greedy. But what I'm saying to Richard, and he had the text there, he told me the foot soldiers are too greedy. I said, no, you have to support these people because people are telling me. Good grumps are calling me. They've been there so long. You want to contract. It's almost 3 years. So if the people are complaining, I told you that. I never ask you money for myself. I don't need your money. I work every single day. This whole week, I'm home. I'm drinking wine. I do not work. I have a week off. I don't need your money. You have never given me a dime. never asked you a dime. So why do you think I supported you with so much strength? And now I'm supporting Shasney. Is Shasney giving me money? But I am telling you, this is the truth. Neither Shasney nor Guy, nobody have promised me any money. The only thing I said to these guys, they're gonna have to pay me if I have to promote. Like if I decide to promote one day, I'll never take a dime from them. Never. But if I'm gonna promote, they'll have to pay me. So whoever Richard come in and tell you all this nonsense, and that is just psychology. To say they're paying him. He's not too truthful. I am truthful that Richard Frederick has disappointed me in the way he goes about, because people are very sure. That's why a lot of people in St. Lucia couldn't believe that I wasn't getting paid. They said Richard Frederick paid all my flight to St. Lucia. I paid my flight. I had a lot of money back then. I spent a lot of money for people. I told you got my mal, you got this, you got that. But nobody gave me a dime. I gave a lot of people money. I did a lot. Richard never gave me a dime. So when he comes and tell you this is just hypocrisy, that's his lies to deceive you. Okay? Now, when I come and say things about Richard, I will never tell you Richard did X, Y, and Z without evidence. I can tell you the aura he brings in St. Lucia, maybe all over the world. His perception, the way people look at him. People don't look at Richard with love. There's a difference when people love you and when people fear you. In my whole time in St. Lucia, I have never heard anybody say they're afraid of Guy Joseph. Nobody have never told me Guy came for outside, Guy came for this, Guy came throw, Guy came for outside. No one have never told me any kind of threats to from Guy or Alan Shasney. But as soon as I support them, everybody, I have recording that Richard taking you out. Richard, why is it like this? Why is it that there's so much fear on the side of Richard and the Labour Party? Why we have that aura? Why do people believe that he has that power or he has the ability or the capability to do people things like that? Why? Why? And I'm telling you, it's not love, it's fear. In my own relationship with my father, I'm the only one that don't fear him. I tell him what I have to tell him. The other fellas, they're afraid of him. They don't really love my father. I love my father more than most of my brothers. I have given my father more than any of his children. They just take from him. But but me, I'm telling him the truth. Everybody knows the truth. I just have a big mouth. I shouldn't be talking so much. But I have love in my heart. Okay? Right now, I have to apologize to Madam Yokideo. Big John Di Moyo Di Moyo New York. I am not coming to New York. Masai said this thing. Me yodi mo Masai Brooklyn. Yodi mo Bugatti kese masu potla. Heximo de plane kaya di mo sa dato plane. Yodi mo Bugatti linek dismas kase we mo. Idi kahin mo lin pasa se we mo. Dismas pasa se we mo. But I'm just joking. I don't carry animosity towards people. I don't hate people. That's why people find it very strange. It's very hard to do me anything. As my grandmother said, anything you all send Richard and your friends, it will go back to you all 10 times. Because I don't do anything with malice. I'm not gonna come and say, Richard, try to set Richard up to get him in jail, to do that's not me. I'm never gonna try to do it. Shelton Daniel knows me. He knows my character, he knows my family, like I know him. Shelton Daniel, he says that Guy Shasney is paying me. But in his heart, he doesn't believe that. Because he knows better. And I know Shelton doesn't support any negative illegal thing. But I know his character. So people know they say things. But Shasney never paid me. But I said, Lincoln is very happy. And when I started going back to Shasney, right? It was basically Lincoln, Pascal, and Dismas. I was making fun with me. Dismas, Lincoln, come on, check. Dismas, I'm giving you 2,000. It's more of a fun thing. But then I said, okay, I'm going to just be myself and do what I have to do. Like Lincoln Cotter, Lincoln Magasso, that's about what it is. That's about what it is. Everybody that come to him, he tell you, guys, supporters, so pay me, he making ministers call me, work with Lincoln. I don't know, but that's nothing. It's richer than them thinking, they put that out there. So I'm going to say, oh, but if I know it's not true, you can never prove something that is not true. You can never prove something that is not true. If I'm getting money, I will sleep up somehow. I will sleep up somehow. There might be a trace. There might be something. Western Union, whatever, how they give it to me. Or if somebody ever come to North Carolina. You know the person that have given me the most money? Do you know who have given me the most money? It's not on UWB. It's this Muscadet, my best friend. If I have any situation, I pick up my phone and I call him. This is my friend. He has given me the most money in any port. So if I really, really had to take money and I really wanted money, this must would give me money if it's to support, but I'm not doing it for that. No, Lincoln is my good friend. Me Lincoln pakai mama laja. Lincoln pakai mama laja. Okay, I'm telling you straight up. But we have our relationship. We go out, we'll have a drink. I tell, but Lincoln don't give like this was. Whatever I need, this was will give it to me. I'm telling you. Now, Big John D. Lemon was say this must cut away, man. But on a serious note, UWP don't pay me. But I want you all to look at carefully of Richard Frederick. I cannot say Richard Frederick is not doing for Castro Southeast. I cannot say that. But we see the same thing he accused. That is my problem there, you know. It's not like you made us take out Guy. And Guy again was in Bexon. Guy was in Bexon on this around my constituency, right? And he was helping my people. And most of my people were doing well under Guy Joseph, not just one or two. You go from Labey all the way to Sisi, Cul-de-sac, Jackman, Tupatu, Jackman, Forestier. Everybody was doing well under Guy Joseph. Okay? So I'm probably by Edmund. Edmund, I talked to Edmund. And Edmund was just like, man, Guy to the guy they know. A guy was having, and they come on that puppy show about community, whatever, tourism. Guy was already setting up this thing. Edmund, they come to me, they go container. A guy was gonna cut in the doors and give people work. Guy was doing great for the area. As I say, Guy de Vole, I don't know. But the amount of work he did. And Richard, come on, I was thinking Richard was genuinely somebody for the people. I really thought that's what this man was for. Okay? He's not really for the people. He's for himself and he uses the people. Let me tell you something. You see, a lot of people, they don't take risks like me. Moment pass up pushing up a risk. Moment pass up why I take them kind of risk. I believe because my cleanliness, my honesty, I don't give a shit. Because people may say, when you know the area or the way you live, people can say something. But when they debate you, when you explain it to somebody else, they know what you're saying. And I have that confidence in myself. I'm proud that I instilled that in my daughter. And I always tell my daughter, if you see they arrest me, never feel bad. Because I'm coming out. I'm coming out. It has to be an accident, a miscommunication, a misidentity, or something. I am not doing anything illegal. Nothing. Zero. People may be misconstrued. When I go and see Big John, I say, hello, Big John. Look at what you want. I like I dismiss. Makawe table Big John. Big John. I love him. My favorite cousin. And by the way, welcome Cyril. Good night, welcome Cyril. That's my other cousin, Candy Betty. Today, next time, Kabali. So, welcome Cyril. But I just want to say something to Beckham Cyril. On my Cyril family. Beckham, you know, no matter what, you know our personality. I love you, Beckham. Don't worry about it. We go back and forth. These are family. We do them things. Thank you for calling this morning. Beckham, we tell my Beckham, Papa come give any report, man. But anyway, I love Beckham. He didn't match up my popular again. But anyway, let's go back to the point I'm making. I'm telling you this with impunity. I've never spoken to Shastney since I came back. I tried to talk to I said hello to Bradley. Bradley was with Dismas, not Dismas, with Lincoln Pascal and another girl, I forget, Rosemary Modest. And they were eating. And I told them, I was joking. I said, I want to interview Bradley. And Bradley told me, oh, when you go down, you know, he was joking, but I never talked to Bradley. I called Dismas. Dismas want to talk to Bradley. And I'm telling you, this is the thing I'm telling you about people. Dismas is a labor. Okay? And he tell me if I keep on mentioning his name, he can't check me. But I have to mention the name because you're an honest person. Dismas is a labor. Okay? Dismas is a labor. But I'm telling you, Dismas has so much respect for Bradley Felix. Dismas loves Bradley Felix. Maybe Pakatita. He respects Bradley Felix, but he's a labor, but he loves Bradley Felix. Okay? Now let me tell you another thing. What's that girl that always coming on my show? Come on, you know. Golda Mayor or Golda Va, Golda Fire, whatever it is. Richard Fire Tifisa. And they try to make me go and say things about that girl. They try to make me say bad things about that girl. But when I thought this must call me and this was something, I said, that's my cousin. And I said, I asked this much about it, and you know, I just left it at that. I text Richard. Richard told me, oh, this girl have a lot of problem. Bagay about the girl. He said things about the girl. But he told me Richard told me, just leave that there. And I just left it there. But what I got to find out from this Muscadet himself, that what Richard said about the girl was not true. This Muscadet knows that was not true. But I guess his core feeling is in labor, so he will stay with labor. Because I know he was with that girl one day. I know he told me he met Vandemar, Gunduba. She met her. And this man told me. Like I said, that all them things that I think she explained to Dismas the situation. Now, she could lie to Dismas too, eh? Because I'm a very objective person. She could lie to Dismas. But I can tell you, Dismas is a very good judge of character. Okay? Dismas will see you do something. Dismas will never tell you that. When they tell you about Dismas, when this man, this is the man Lynn Cadet, Lynn Alcin and Dismas, I don't care, their brothers, their sisters, their cousins, their mama, they don't bother me. But I've lived with those two people. I've lived with them for more than 30 years. And I've seen the character of these people. Man, and you know the other person, Chira Cherry. You see Chira Cherry, Philip Cherry. These four people I just talked to. I talk to anybody. But these are two, my good friend Lokushe Linebox. I love this girl to death. This Lokushe Linebox. That's my friend. Okay? But anyway, I love her a lot. But what I'm telling you, when Dismas told me that, I believe Dismas. Because Dismas is a man of character. Right now, I think Jong-kum just hold him. He's in Korea. Jong-chung Chewe. He was in North Korea. I don't know why he reached there. But I think Jong is with Jong-in, Jong-king. But he's a man of character. And he reminds me of Shelton Daniel in a way. Because I know Shelton Daniel. He has to do what he has to do because that's his job. And I don't care what he say, I will still love Shelton Daniel. And that's his job to protect Richard Frederick. That's his job, that's his job, that's his job. Now, Richard Frederick is not a savory character. He knows that. Many people knows that. If you see the amount of people that have come and have interaction with Richard Frederick personally, and the pain that he have caused them. It's, you know, a lot of people just go. Even what's his name, Dexter. Well, Dexter. If you know people, my father was a really tough policeman. A lot of people was afraid of him. Just Dexter, parce qu'il connaissait Cyril. Mais il m'a Cyril, il faut souffrir. Il bat appelé pacha. Il a drive un choc. Bon, il m'a Cyril, battait ton maudit. But some people will not say these things. They will not say it because they're afraid or this or that. But Richard is not a savory character. Now, forgiveness. Because we all have sinned. And Angus and Larry. We all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. We have sinned and come short of the glory of God. So forgiveness is not mine. We have to forgive everybody. But when it comes on this holy pulpit and you listen to the man speak, and he reminds me of my father. These people have some kind of confidence as if they're so good, like you know better. Like, can you sit and take it? And that's how I look at Richard. You know, you cannot come and make people think that you are so holy. You not that, I mean, we have to forgive you. As a human being, we must forgive. Each and everyone have to forgive. And I understand your political strategy. So when my personal business, I don't go out there and tell people, except if other people want to tell people. But I know my life. I know me. I know me. I know me. Everything in my life that's supposed to be told is being told. I may not come on the Facebook and tell you my business, but I have my good friend Girard, Lukusha, Dismas, Lynn. These are my friends. And I have a few undercover friends. I don't want to mention their names. Some of them are very rich. I don't mention their name. But ladies and gentlemen, before I leave you all here tonight, I want you all to ponder on something. Sometimes the economy may move to the left or move to the right. But I believe it is just fair for us to give Shastney back his. No, I'm serious about that. Give Shastney and Guy back their position because of the way we took it from them. You know, when somebody lied to you and they gain something, they can never enjoy that thing. They can never enjoy it if they took it from you through deceit. If they deceived you, pretend they are what they are not, even though the whole world may believe them, they know themselves. You know yourself. These things are not going to work. It's going to backfire on them. And I believe this is what's happening to St. Lucia right now. The Labour Party got this election on the wrong person, on the deceitfulness. They lied to the people of St. Lucia. They deceived the people of St. Lucia. I mean, you can see something about Richard Frederick. I was saying something passionate about my thing. Like, you know, I'm so passionate about Richard Frederick, what he was saying, what he was doing. I'm pissed off with what he did. Shelton Daniel will come and say, and I know they're talking, they don't have to say it in so many words. Oh, he came, like he's possessed, that he's talking about Richard. I don't know if you want to know about possession. Richard was there like a possessed demon when he was coming behind me. To come, this was like he wants to open your mouth to say things for him. This guy did whatever it took to get this where he is right now. This Richard Frederick did whatever he could to get where he is. But I'm telling you, Shelton, brother to brother, Jehovah Witness to Jehovah Witness. I don't know if you made it to ministerial servant or elder or whatever or district overseer. Moi-même, c'est des magazines qui in the place. Et que des choses, je m'en dis, je m'en quitte. Moi, fait des magazines, I went to Bexon, moi, prêché Sarot. Moi, I dit, good morning, I'm one of Jehovah Witnesses. Madame, je dis, tel bagay, maman. Et ils vont apporter un puissant là, moi, quitte ça. But brother to brother, Shelton Daniel, you know me, I know you. Do you really believe that I'm lying to you when I tell you these people don't give me no money? Now, you might not say it on Facebook, but inside your heart, you know how we are Jehovah's Witnesses. We are honest. You know they didn't give me no money. You know that. And why are you begging people to come and support Richard Frederick when Richard Frederick never support Lisa Beautiful, never share? He has a very big platform. Never shares anybody else's stuff. Okay? Even now I'm supporting Shastney. I share, reviewing them when I raise. Every time I see Nancy Charles. Nancy Charles is becoming a star. Okay? She's becoming a star, and I really like Nancy Charles. Okay? No matter what you say about her, I really like Nancy Charles. Okay? But she's becoming a star and share her stuff all the time. And you know what? And as I told you before, beauty is something else. No matter size or D. So when you got bell, you got trace up, so game. So Nancy is very beautiful, and I think Nancy should run for something. But whatever she runs for, I will support Nancy. 100%. But Shelton, I want you to know that I never get paid from anyone. And I've been honest with you. Just to clarify anything, I said to Lincoln said to them, KKR support Zot, Zot me will pay. And I tell Lincoln I don't want money from those people. But if I never take nothing. But if I promote them, I need to get paid. If I promote them with my money, not if I'm talking there, that's free. As a matter of fact, I'm getting money for talking there. But if I have to take my money to pay for them, I'm not going to do it. They're going to have to pay. And that is the truth. That is the honest truth. That is the truth in the name of Jehovah. Shelton, that is the truth. So when Richard is telling you this, if you truly believe it, I don't know. But if you don't believe it, you have to be careful because there's something called malediction. And I believe you know my grandmother Pio, my grandmother TSA, who have warned you all. This is a child. You know what my mother did one day? My grandmother, let me tell you something. I believe that's why I just don't care about anything. This must always choking at me. Clever said, people kill you. You think you're a bolom? You think you're a bolom? I said, I'm speaking the truth. When I was a little boy, one thing my mother always said, I used to see my grandmother do that. She used to take me and put me in a bucket, when I was about 10, big drum of water with all kind of leaf and baby. And you know, one day, I was grown already. I want to see my grandmother. I came from America. I asked my father to give me a ride. So my father walked up the house to see my grandmother with me. So I was talking to my grandmother. My grandmother looked at my father and he said, si pate mwen, bagay la, si bagay la ka fese moun nan, yo te hat feti boy mwen ki ka protecte. That's what my grandmother said to my father. And I know my grandmother loved me. My grandmother know I went to school in the United States and I used to walk 16 blocks. My mother used to give me 2 tokens. I collected the 2 tokens. Every week, I would send the 2 tokens to not the tokens itself, but I'd change it to money. It would be $20. When it get to $40, I would send it to my grandmother. I walked every day. One day I was broke with this month. You know, this month and I, we live in the basement. We work hard. I was broke. This must tell me somebody tell me, come to 42nd Street to get some money. This must took me over there. A lady gave me $800 US. So I'm like, where you get it? She said, my grandmother sent it. I know my grandmother doesn't work. She don't have no money. So I called. I said, Pio, where you get that money? She tell me, Tibai, tout the kaka down the gars vraiment, moi, quitter half as one side. Et ça Philippe vraiment moi, ça Clara vraiment moi say oui, moi voyez ça ba ou because we won't deal with do. So I'm telling you all again, I will not hurt my grandmother. She has too much confidence in me, and I will not hurt my daughter. So let me tell you something. I never asked the baby money. I don't want their money. I get in my money. Right now, I'm home right now. And I get my check at the end of the week. I have a week's vacation. It's not like when I used to drive the taxi back and forth. I'm a hard worker. I gave people thousands of dollars. Those of them who didn't appreciate it, those of them who took it from me, always done the right thing. And I know myself. I know I am. And people go back and say things about me. And people have called me and say, hey, Cleo, I know you. You're a very good person. What they said is not true. Then I learned. But I'm just telling you, be careful in life. Nobody can stop you if you are honest. It may look like you're dishonest. The only problem I think I have, and it's not a malicious problem, it's just a problem I need to fix. I like to give too many jokes. And I'm not doing it for maliciousness. It's just that I like to make people laugh. Some people take it as a joke. Some people want to fight with me. Big John, Big John, no, my Big John. But anyway, but people, St. Lucia, you all need to give Shasney and Guy back their position, just to be fair. Because apart from that, that little killings rest you all see there. It's not that. As I told you, the FBI, everybody, nobody can understand the anomaly that's happening in St. Lucia. Shelton, even though they're saying today they should keep record your paka coupon, is it because the length? But more can city ways of pay that's what pay for the length season. But I'm telling you, because of the way you got that government, it's gonna be difficult for you all to keep it. You all did that government in the wrong way. So now you're gonna learn how to keep it. But here's something I want to tell those who watch. I'm not going to the comments yet. I'm about to go to the comments. But listen to that. If you said anything that is derogative, insulting, cursing on my platform, try to take it out now before I get there. I'm going there to look at it. I'm going to comment on it. And the other thing, too, y'all UWPs, y'all are too foolish. Okay? Y'all are too foolish. I'll tell you what, not UWP, sorry, your labors. Your labors are too foolish. I blocked you all. I blocked you all because you're insulting over 100 of you, 200. I unblocked you all of you. But you all will still come and do the same thing. I give you an opportunity to listen to me, and maybe you all could go on another platform and talk your nonsense. Because I don't go to other platforms. I stay on my platform. I listen to maybe Nancy Charles, sometimes Champagne, Timothy Polio, things that are on the news, things that will bring me information that I can talk. But I don't go and listen to no other show. They can say what they want about me. I will not know, except maybe a friend come and say, hey, that one says something about you. That one says something about you. And my friends already tell them, I don't want to hear. So when it's negative, don't tell me. But your UWP, you all need to stop, your labor, you all need to stop it. Vernet Van Comba need 1,000 profile. Well, even though you have all that profile and then you're not even healthy, that doesn't make sense. Let me do that in a kick out. You need some milk. Well, I listen to you. That liar can't fuck up Richard. He a big fool. Okay. Anyway, that liar can't fuck up Richard. I don't know who's fucking up Richard. I'm speaking the truth, and I'm gonna block this comment because it's a curse. All right. All right, let me go to the next one. You tell me more people. How? How tell me more people? Okay, let me see. Okay, let me go down. Why, why are you mad? That's a question. Am I mad? Before you make a statement, just like tell me why are you hungry? Am I hungry? So why would you say I'm mad? I'm not mad. I may be passionate. I speak loud. I have a friend when she talked to me, when she got calm down, but she said that's how she speak. I'm not mad. Mad over right. I'm all right. Richard for Takeview Landfill. Kegel is a big fool. Okay, so I already blocked you, miss. So once you're gonna talk this nonsense, you're gonna go. All right. So when I blocked you, but he said, okay. Sheldon Daniel is Richard's puppet. And last night he was very critical of Wayne Durant. But Wayne Durant is doing nothing. Sheldon knows, they know these people are not doing anything. They know these people are not doing anything. And the thing about Sheldon have a little bit of integrity because he was Jehovah's. He has to have integrity because he was Jehovah's Witness, like it or not. Okay, you need milk. Oh yes, we are definitely giving the country back to Flambeau next election. That's not true, but if they did, they need to give him a raise because he really fucking up with. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about me, I'm about to block you. Kick out, you jealous of Richard. Now that does not make sense. These are people. I'm not going to block you this time, Dillian. But if you keep on this nonsense, talk something that makes sense, okay? Talk something that makes sense. Lie. Anyway. Frederick had Shelton attacking Wayne Durant last night. I'm not sure. I didn't see the whole part of it. I watch it. If that's the case, I don't know. Well, Richard, that's Richard. He wants everybody to kiss his ass. He's the God. Remember that. He's the God. He's the God. Making up stories that they paid me. When you are the closest person that came to paying me. If I asked you money, you pay me. I never ask you any money. So you need to just relax yourself in the life. Okay, Dylan James, you're really in a point where you need to be removed. But I'll let you go this time. Just this time. Next time, you'll be gone. Okay? Except we will win again. Okay. Well, that's your opinion. It's just the Labour Party. What's up, Alfonso Martin? I wouldn't block you. You were my classmate. The people voted well. How many times Frederick has to stay? Just need him. I know. They tell me, you see, he mentioned Shasney a million times, and you're okay with it. But once I say Richard, you just say Richard. What I just Richard? His sack going, not touching the floor? Come on. Why Richard is the only minister you're right. Now, the word harassing is not good, Joseph. I won't take you on, but I'm not harassing him. Why was Shasney the only person and Guy Joseph was the come? You all have to just really be realistic in the things you'll say, you know. The same questions y'all are asking me. Why did y'all ask Richard that question? Because that's what he did the whole time. How many times you have to say Richard's name? How many times? Okay, Dillian, I have to investigate you. Let me see. You must be Richard Little Puppet or something. I don't know. You probably like the guy Star Rick or whatever. Because you're already irritating. But I'm not gonna block you. But I want to see who you are. Why you are. Let me see who you are. Let me see. Let me see who you are. Might be a fake profile because that's all they do. So let me see. Okay, here's the first sign of a fake profile. Once they have nothing on it, they have nothing, it's a fake profile. So I'm not blocking you because of what you're saying. I'm blocking you because you have a fake profile. It's very easy to detect a fake profile. So this one I got. You will make heart attack take some people. Okay. Richard Frederick is a con man. And he has his people fooled. Kikaro, Bradley Felix will come to next exit to SLP. Well, if he does that, that's his choice. I will stop Richard not on your level. Okay, Dillian, I'm not on his level. Labour is a Democratic Party. Even if he's the family, they don't care. Richard, oh, the UWB, okay. Dillian, did I check you? Oh, I already blocked you, so you'll be blocked permanently for the next time. So, my block. You and him was good friends. I was never Richard's friend. I don't know why you're saying I was the man friend. I never hung out with the man. I don't know the man. I've been in America for almost 50 years. My whole life, not 50, 40. My whole life, I've been in America. I don't know this man. I've heard of him. I've heard of his things he have done. I've things he had to say about him. Because he wanted you to use you to spread his lies, and you refused to do just that. I'm not gonna lie about people for Richard. No way. Kick out if the country going on, you will start up. Kick out, take out Ireland in Trinidad, TNT. I have no idea. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me see if any things come. But this is reality. This is politics. And I'm probably gonna try to do more entertaining things with my daughter in some places again. But I want you all to be careful when this is what's gonna happen. These political operatives, they will come and they'll say things on your platform just to deceive the people. But I'm telling you, they're not winning the next election because people are seeing through them. People are seeing through them. And why would Richard just come and lie? Why would Richard come and lie? I mean, if somebody tell you they are paying Kikero, why don't you find some evidence? Why don't you see here, they say, look, they're giving Kikero this, or Kikero accept this, or Kikero made a deal. I've told you, I'm a very, very, very different person. And people will find it strange. Even this must got that. Keep on telling me. Now, he always give me something if I need something. He keep on telling me. That's why these fellas really need to give you something. They'll give you something just now. They give the labor you're talking about. I never asked labor money, but just talking with him. He can see why the labor should have given me something for supporting them. I wasn't looking at it like that. So if anybody had to give me something, it's not him. So that's basically what I'm saying. May see just jump from 70 to 72. You have more viewers than Bird Boss. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have my viewers when I'm ready. Listen, I haven't boosted that thing, okay? I'm going to boost this thing next month, and I will show you all something. Just watch and see. Okay, have a great day, and I'm going to go and rest. Bye-bye.